Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and we got something very special today. As you can see behind me, we have a gorgeous, very rare BMW collection. In a little bit, we're going to introduce Jahanzaib and talk about the insane collection at the household here. Because, you know, it's not every day you see a Kith M4. It's not every day you see a M5 CS. And then in a little bit, we'll introduce all the cars and let me know what you guys want to see more of on the channel. We'll come back down here and we'll film more of that car. So let me know. All right, so stay tuned towards the end of this video. We're going to be doing a bonus feature of actually driving this car. We're going to go for a ride and check it out. All right, just so we could have a better audio, we throw on some mics here. I have a mic, and also Jahanzaib here has a mic. So Jahanzaib, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Jahanzaib. My dad owns some amazing cars and I get to drive them around and I show them off on Instagram, get to share them with you guys, and I hope you guys can appreciate everything that's here and hope you enjoy them.
So Jahanzaib, let's walk through some of the cars, right? I think the most boringest one out of all that collection is going to be the Jahre Edition, right?
Yes.
Let's walk over there and check them out.
So this one is Techno Violet.
Okay.
And it's a kind of bluish purplish color, and in the light it looks really blue. Without light it's like black or purple, but it's the only car we have also without bucket seats. This is our comfort car.
This is your comfort car.
Comfort car.
And luckily right now we have some overcast with the clouds, because just before just setting up all these cars you were drenched in sweat.
Yes.
I'm drenched in sweat because I want to capture some nice B-roll for you guys, but we're going to be talking about the Jahre. So I know this car was this is 1 out of 500, right? And just for people that don't know what the Jahre Edition is, right? You obviously know. Could you give us a little history about it and talk about what makes it so special?
It's a 50 Jahre M3 or M3 50 Jahre to pronounce it correctly, and it's a 50th anniversary BMWM car, which they're celebrating BMW's 50th anniversary of M. So by doing that, they put some special designs, like right here. They put it on the, what is it called?
The headrest?
The headrest.
Oh, the stripes here,
yeah,
yes.
The stripes. And they also did some stitching. Like there's blue stitching here, red stitching here, blue stitching there.
And then there's also onto the dash, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, the new screen, right?
The new screen, and also doesn't it say 1 of 500 or whatever?
Oh yes, let me show you that.
Show me that. Show me that. I'm sure the people want to see that.
Of course, right there in the middle.
Okay.
After.
You can say. Go ahead.
Okay. We had a previous M3 35 Jahre.
Yeah.
And that one, the little plaque they have was on the top of the passenger side, where the carbon fiber was.
Yeah.
So I'm used to having it there, but now since like we don't drive this car that much, I forget where everything is.
Gotcha. All right, so anything else that's special with this car? I know this is a very limited, because this color comes specifically for the special edition, right?
Yeah, they released 5 colors, I believe.
5 colors, right?
Yeah, for the special edition.
And did you guys want to pick this color, or this is what that was optioned out?
It was optioned out at our local dealer, but we wanted purple or blue. That was the main colors we wanted, and we're happy to get purple.
And there's also lime rock. Lime rock is pretty rare too. You don't see a lot of that. I know on the M3 CS, that was something that was very rare. You don't see a lot of them. I know a good buddy of mine, Luda, which, you know, his car ended up basically going to M heaven, but he had a lime rock M3 CS, and it looks great. But before we get further into the cars, as I'm just sweating my tush off here, let's talk about the mindset, right? Because how did you guys, and what was the thought process between, you know, getting one special M and growing this collection?
So at first we bought cars. We bought a lot of BMWs randomly throughout the years, and after a while we wanted some special edition BMWs. So we got a M5 Jahre, we got some special edition, what is it called? M3 35 Jahre, and we got some other BMWs. And then after a while, we're like, BMW's releasing these limited edition models. So we wanted them, but we weren't sure if we can get them. It was literally impossible to get everything over sticker. Everything's crazy. It's like really bad for the market.
Were you a big influence of your father? Like, hey, Dad, this is new M3 CS or, you know, M4 CSL coming out. Check
100%,
this out.
100%.
How'd you
he even
persuade
would
him?
bug me about it too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he would send me pictures of it, and I'd be
Okay.
like, come on. And like he'd go to the dealer when they'd have one, and he'd
Yeah.
send me a picture of it, and I'd be like, buy it.
Yeah.
Just buy it.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, no, it's too much money.
Yeah.
Too much money. Which I totally understand.
Of course,
But-
though, these cars, you know, you're talking about M cars, right? But you're not talking about only M cars. You're talking about special edition cars that they do bring a big premium as compared to your base model like what I have.
No, it's not base. We're talking about full. That's amazing.
That base model over there, G80 M3 manual. But I guess anything else you want to show with this car?
Other than it's very dirty, which hopefully you can't see from the camera.
Yeah, you can't see. You know, we're hiding it pretty well. Also, too, what I noticed is that these wheels, right? They're the 826M wheels, but they're coming in a gunmetal, right?
Yes.
A matte gunmetal.
Yes.
Which-
like a satin finish, I guess. Is that it?
You might be able to see it now,
Yeah,
but
gunmetal.
it's a little bit caked on with some brake dust.
Yes. Oh, also two other things I forgot. The back, what is it called? Tailpipes or exhaust?
Yes.
Have carbon fiber on them.
Okay. And this is all factoried out, right?
Yeah.
It's if you were to buy this. I'm sure right now a lot of them are actually purchased already. There's not any more available.
Yeah, it's hard to find now.
People on the forums were freaking out and they were like wanting this car so bad, and a lot of people were paying over sticker. But as long as you see the value into it, like obviously this is like only one of 500. But you are kind of disappointed they didn't come with buckets, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But my dad didn't want buckets anyway.
Oh, he didn't?
He wanted a comfort car.
Okay, because
But-
everything else has buckets, and we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, buckets. I love buckets so much, but unfortunately, we got the GT4 without buckets. We got this car without buckets, and yeah, we're just trying to get some comfort cars in the house.
No, I hear you. And one of the cars that you were telling me earlier was very special and also very rare to see is actually the car behind you, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about this. We all know if you guys are into fashion and just hip hop a little bit, and what else can you describe Kith?
Kith is like I don't know if it's a pop culture kind of thing.
Okay.
But like, it's more of like a fashion designer thing made by Ronnie Fiog.
Okay.
I don't know too much about Kith, even though I'm wearing Kith.
You got to rock the Kith shirt for the vlog today, you know?
But Kith is like they do one-off stuff kind of with brands.
Okay.
Like they did it with Cocoa Pebble or Cocoa Puffs.
Yep.
They did it with Cheez-Its. They did it with Hershey's.
Mm-hmm.
They just make shirts and branding stuff with companies, and they have fun with it.
And they have a good marketing strategy where they make it very limited. So
Yes.
people like me or him freak out and try to buy it, you
Yes.
know. But we'll talk about this car, right? One thing that I noticed off the bat, this is not mineral white, right?
Yes.
And this is not wrapped, right? What is this color?
Frozen Brilliant White, I believe. Right?
Okay.
Is that it? I
I
forget.
believe so.
I forget.
I believe
I'm not
so.
gonna lie.
Frozen brilliant white, okay. And we'll talk about the car itself, right? We'll talk about what's different about this car. And I think a lot of it has to do with the paint, number one. All right, so we're looking at the Kith. And one thing that stands out is just the attention to detail, right? We're talking about attention to detail. You're talking about the seats. The seats are embroidered with Kith, and that's their signature logo,
Yes.
right? Kith. And also, I know a lot of people have bought Kith mats
Yes.
for their non-Kith car. And what do you think about this interior as compared to the other ones you guys own?
I personally, I like it, but to me, it's not worth $30,000.
Oh, so this is $30,000 more than a regular
Yes.
M4.
Yes.
Now that's a steep price tag just for the interior and also
The roof.
the roof.
Yeah, and
right?
the little Kith emblem on the back and on the front. That's all you get. You don't get anything on the sides.
Okay.
You like it's very weird how they pay so much extra money and you're just getting some tiny cosmetic details on the outside, but mostly on the inside, which is very nice on the inside.
Okay, so show me around the inside. What's different and what's something that stands out to you? Because you drive this how often? Because I know this is rare. This is only, how many were made of this?
150.
150. And let me ask you guys this. How were you guys able to get this allocation? Or how did this come about?
We weren't lucky enough to get an allocation for it
Yeah.
because these were supposedly sold out within 2 minutes of being online.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what one of my dealers told me.
Mm-hmm.
But we bought this car one day, the M5cs, right over here. And then 2 days later, our same dealer called us and was like, yeah, we have an M4 Kith. We're like, do you mind if we can get it?
Yeah.
And we did a deal, we got it, and we were lucky enough to get the M4 Kith. 2 days after the M5cs.
And this is something that you weren't even expecting.
Yep.
And
we
then,
just came up out of nowhere.
So did your dad know about Kith? Did he know about why is this so special?
He doesn't know why it's special, but he knows it's a special edition BMW.
Okay.
And he just wanted it.
I'm not gonna lie, like my father loves any special edition. Even back in the day, like, you know, these Teletubbies, not Teletubbies. Yeah, these Teletubbies or Tickle Me Elmos and stuff that were like very rare back in my age, because I think I'm a little older than you. But those are very rare in Toys R Us, and he would always buy them. But like, again, I guess with cars, it's totally different. Regarding this, the interior, the roof is different. There's no power difference, right?
Nope, nothing
Just
at
a
all.
stock factory
Same
power.
exact, yeah.
So
Just
what you guys
extras.
are really paying for is just the aesthetics.
Yep.
The aesthetics and also having the number of 150.
Yeah,
Do you know what number this is?
No, they don't have official numbers for
Really?
any BMWs. Like, this is 1 out of 500,
Okay.
1 out of 150, but there's no plaque in here to show it.
Okay.
And then for the M3 and the M5 Jahre that we had,
Okay.
those were 1 out of 500 or 1 out of 350.
Out of this car, how often do you drive this?
Very rarely. Very, very rarely.
Why? Because it's only 1 of 150?
It's a little bit like that, and we want to keep the miles very low.
Okay.
Like right now, it might have, I think, like 3,000 or 4,000 miles on it. But
Okay.
we bought it with 3,000 miles.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
like, or like 3,000 miles.
Okay.
So we didn't drive it like much since we bought it.
Gotcha. And then talking about the Kith logo. So instead of having the M4 here, you have the Kith. And that's something that's really, actually, you even have the plate.
Yes. That was so hard to get, but I don't know how we got it. I don't know how no one got the plate Kith before we got it.
I could tell you now, you know, once this came out, I'm sure a lot of other people have definitely grabbed this, but that's pretty cool to see Kith in this. And you were saying, when you're driving this car on those rare occasions, people always like do a double take, right? Because they see the side, looks like a regular M4, and then you mentioned earlier, when they go behind you, see the taillights, or even they see the interior. They're like, wow, that's a Kith Edition.
Yep.
Okay,
100%.
that's
They
pretty
get
cool.
freaked out. They're like, whoa, I've never seen one of these in my life. How is this even possible right now?
And for me, being able to see this in person and also be able to film this, I think this is pretty cool. And also be able to showcase you guys. But I do want to show the viewers of how amazing the driver's seat looks, right?
The one thing that's hard about the Kith is keeping it clean. Because any oiliness or anything is going to mess up all of this.
Oh,
All of
yeah.
that. It's
And
gonna
that's
just
probably
mess it
going to be
up.
harder to get. And
Yeah, perfect condition. Well, people want it to resell it for or whatever. Which
Gotcha.
hopefully we won't resell this.
no,
But
I
you
don't
never
think
know.
so. I think this is something that if you're collecting cars and you have the opportunity of doing that, this is one of the cars you would definitely want to collect. Even if you're not trying to make a profit off of it, but it's something that's historic, right? Because this is going to be a very low production number of this special edition. And what's so pretty cool is that the leather feels very similar to just the regular M4s, M3s. Obviously, the only difference is you see this special, I guess, design, which it looks really good. And it kind of reminds me of the M2s, right? Doesn't
Yes.
M2 kind of have the same kind of design?
When I saw the M2, I was like, yo, they put Kith seats in M2. What?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, people are going to be taking those out of there and putting them in their M3s.
And just restitching the top.
Exactly. Just put Kith.
Is the back different? Because I don't really, I have the
a little
M3,
bit.
right? So I don't see any blue there.
Yeah, I don't think there is stitching. Yeah.
But the black and red definitely makes it look really unique. And also the headrest back there. If you can see back there, you actually see the Kith on the headrest. Would have been cool if they actually had the Kith logo on the back of the seat. That would have been cool too, right?
Yeah.
If BMW decided to do that, but maybe there wasn't part of their design language.
Yeah, a lot of it wasn't part of their design language. Like putting right over here, they just put a BMW emblem on the Kith.
Oh yeah, it wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
And this is a time where they actually already knew that they're coming out with the old heritage BMW emblems, and that would have looked better with this.
Exactly, and
It would've
they even
matched.
changed this on those ones, right? I believe.
Correct.
Yeah, they didn't change this on anything. It made no sense. Like they should at least put Kith around it or something. but
Correct.
They didn't do anything.
Just so we know too, the Kith Edition does come with other colors, right?
Yes.
So I know there's frozen black. Is there any other ones?
There is gray. I think it's frozen gray.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget which silver. It's gray or silver. I forget. But they're very rare. But supposedly this is the most rare one.
Really?
Black is the most common, I think, and then
Okay.
silver is the second rare.
We'll check inside the garage.
Yes, let's do that.
So which one do you want to talk about first?
We could talk about the M5cs first.
Okay, so why do you want to talk about this first? I know this, I can tell you this, I've seen multiple driving around, you know, just in South Florida, because South Florida has a lot of BMWs,
yes.
right? People love the brand, they love these cars, but being able to see this in person and seeing the interior, because not everybody knows that their back seats have buckets, exactly. Or kind of like called the captain chairs, right? We'll check them out.
Let's go. These seats, they're very cool. The only bad part about them is these floor mats.
Okay.
But other than that,
these floor mats your father put, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
He got them custom made.
Okay. So why don't you like these floor mats?
They're very bulky.
Okay.
And the M5cs is supposed to be golden on it, and they're silver.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Little tiny details, but it's kind of awkward. And then the cool part about these seats is they have the Nürburgring on them.
Or really? Let's check them out.
On the headrest, they have the Nürburgring.
Okay. Oh yeah, you see the outline of the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
I know we're in the garage right now, and hopefully you guys can see this.
Should I put light on?
No, you could definitely see the details, and also since this is a race-dominated, you know, sports sedan, they got rid of the middle seat.
Yes, and they put CS right in the middle.
CS right in the middle, and then basically there it's for your loose change that's gonna fall out your pockets because how fast this car is. Let's check out the front.
Yes.
And this comes with this car, right? M5cs? This emblem?
No, the emblem does not. We got that emblem from an online store.
Okay. And decided to customize a little bit.
Yeah. And we got it for the wheels and the back emblem and the front emblem.
Okay.
And the best part about this is just the Alcantara steering wheel to me.
Okay.
So soft. But they get so bad.
Yeah,
so
and a lot of people wear gloves with them, and
yeah, I don't. I wish I did.
Yeah, and we're just talking about like a lot of people wear gloves when they drive their cars, and I'm not really the type of a glove guy like that. And
yeah, I can't do that.
I understand why, because you want to keep the grease off the steering wheel. But again, I like to clean my car, so I don't mind that.
Yeah. And the GT3.
Yeah.
10,000 miles.
Yeah.
It's completely gone. The Alcantara.
Really?
Yeah, it's completely gone. It's so bad. It's literally demolished.
It's because no gloves.
Yes.
No gloves, no love.
Yes, it's bad.
All right, so here's another rare car. And again, we have multiple rare BMWs. So end of the day, if you guys want to see more of any specific car, which I can tell you now, based on my suggestion, you're probably not going to want to see this more of this, because this is just like a G80, just a little bit special edition because of a Jahre. You may want to see more of the Kith or the M5cs or the CSL. Sorry, the CSL is something that was one of what, 1,000?
Yes.
One of 1,000. And how did you guys get that?
So this one we actually got allocation for, which I was so surprised we were able to get it. We got it from a broker, and he connected us to a dealer in Florida that was able to get us to this car for 20K over MSRP.
Okay. And a lot of these are going over 30 to 40K over MSRP. Yep. I know when you want something that's this special, and we'll talk about why is it so special, right? And when you want something that's this special, you're gonna have to pay a little bit of premium.
Yes.
Right? And you guys are willing to do that. Yeah. Is this a car that you guys don't care about racking up the miles?
A little bit we care, but it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
But we care more about bringing up the miles on the M5cs and the Kith.
Okay. And I know you were hinting that you guys may want to get the M3 CS.
Yes, we have one on order.
Okay.
But it's getting built in September.
Okay,
it won't be here till November probably.
You won't be here. It won't be here in November.
Yeah.
And is it going to replace any of these cars?
My dad is teasing me, and he's saying we're going to sell the M5cs, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I hope we actually sell the CLA 45.
CLA 45. Yeah. Who wants a Mercedes, right?
Yeah. And plus, I made a TikTok that said, if we get an M3 CS allocation, we're going to sell the CLA 45. And then BMW commented on it.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
So you might want to print that comment out and leave it on your dad's desk or something like that, just to give him hints. But we'll talk about the M4 CSL. This is a car that came out, and once it hit the media, it was mixed reviews about it, right?
Yes.
A lot of people complain about these cars being a little bit heavier, right? We all know it's heavier because technology, and also just cars just get bigger in general. You've driven this.
Yes. it's a beast.
Why do you say it's a beast?
Literally, it just wants to go.
Okay.
Like, especially when you're stepping on it just wants to keep going. And then if you downshift, wheel trip. If you are at a red light and try going, it just wants to lose control, wants to go everywhere on the road.
Okay.
It's literally an animal. It's tuned by a madman, by BMW.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing what it is.
So with the increase in power and the weight savings, you're looking about just a more amplified experience. And I'm sure the weight difference, you could feel it from the Kith, right?
Yes, definitely.
And you could definitely feel how nimble it is. The suspension is probably tuned for the track purposes. And these don't come with carbon ceramics, right?
They do.
They do, okay.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so even with the carbon ceramics, you do have some brake, I guess, compounds in there that's probably dust from the road and stuff.
Maybe.
And I'm not gonna lie, I envy you. I wish I got the carbon ceramics because that brake dust sucks.
It does, yeah. You can see it on the M3, so bad.
Yeah. How are these seats?
They're very, very comfortable to sit in once you're in them. Getting in and out of them, pain in the ass.
Yeah,
100%.
I could definitely tell that.
Yeah, but once you're in it, you're good.
Have you seen my technique of how I get in and out?
No. I might know it only because Porsche taught me how to do getting in and out of the seat.
So show us on the driver's side. For you guys that have carbon buckets, this is what Porsche told him how to get in and out.
Get with my button first.
Okay.
So you go like this. And then you lift your feet up and you slide in. Like that.
Okay.
Well, what's your technique?
Oh, you'll see it.
All right, let's go. Oh, getting out's the hard part. You got to Superman out. Oh.
So a lot of the times, let me put this. A lot of times I like to prop my body up here and go like that. So you're basically pushing your body weight because the way the Porsche shows you how to do
Yeah,
it.
it messes up the bolster.
Your bolsters will eventually get wear and tear depending on what types of pants you have. Me personally, I don't like to wear any jeans in my car. And plus we live in Florida. I like to wear slacks, shorts, and the jeans, the dyes will come out and you want less abrasion, right? But for me, I learned it from my buddy, Raphael. He has you may have seen him. He has like a 2,000 horsepower, what's it called? 2,000 horsepower GTR. Oh. And he has like legitimate buckets like this, not, our baby buckets now. And he was telling me, palm here, brace, and push yourself out.
Oh.
At that point,
that's smart.
There's no contact right over here. So now you're getting a little lessons of how to get in and out of the carbon buckets and also seeing these beautiful cars.
Now, best part about this, and the M5cs too, is the carbon hood.
Really? Okay.
They're just a bitch to close, but other than that, they're amazing cars.
So from what I've seen on video-wise, this here is obviously different than what we have on the M3s and M4s, the traditional ones. This is more of a solid brace. This is gonna allow you to have more rigidity. I'm not sure if there's any more weight savings, but I know for mine, I changed mine out because I want something that had a little bit more style. But I know Evolve in the UK, they actually fitted their Touring with the CSL brace, which is gonna be pretty interesting. But you're talking about how this is a carbon fiber hood. You can definitely hear it. You can definitely see the weaves here. But the attention to detail with these cars, these special edition cars, are just to none, right? These cars are just insane. Being able to see this in person and seeing the details like the M4 with the highlighted red, and it was pretty amazing.
Yellow lights, if they turn on.
Oh yeah, look at that. Actually, I really haven't seen one in person. I'm not gonna lie, I want to change mine to yellow lights. Ooh, I think they look great.
Yes, they would.
I think they look absolutely amazing. But slow and steady mods, we'll see. I got something cooking for you guys you don't know yet. All right, so out of all the cars here, right, we know your favorite's probably the Porsche. We're not gonna talk about the Porsche. Out of all the BMWs here, what is your favorite? And give us a breakdown of why in a minute time, go ahead.
So the the M4 CSL is the best one for me, mainly because it's such a beast. Like I said before, it's tuned by Madman. M5cs, it's a fun car, it's fast, but it's just not there.
Do you feel like it's more like a boat? Because just not how big it is?
Yeah, and it's very streamlined. It's like you don't feel the gear changes that much. It's not like crazy. The CSL, you change a gear, you're literally going like this in the car.
And you're feeling it.
Yeah, you feel every single little thing. You hear everything, it's amazing. It's literally such a insane experience to drive the CSL. While the M5cs is kind of boring. It's not like exciting. It's fast, but it's not that exciting. And you have to like be wary of it because it's a boat.
Correct. And
Kith, I can't compare it to because like I can because it's an M4, but it's not the same experience at all.
okay, but definitely the M4 CSL is your favorite one here, based on the driving aspect of it, right? How it feels on the road. And you were mentioning that you just feel more connected because it's lighter, it's more nimble as compared to the big body M5cs.
Yeah, I literally feel like I accidentally drifted the CSL so many times, and I did okay with it. So like,
So if your dad's watching this, he didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see any of these amazing cars in detail, any specific one, I have a feeling it's either going to be the M5cs or the M4 CSL. Let me know in the comment section and we'll definitely make it happen. All right, so now that you stayed towards the end of the video, we're actually going to be going for a ride, and he's going to be basically giving me an idea of how this feels, and I'll take you guys along. Let's go. First time being in a M4 CSL. The car's warmed up a little bit. We're definitely going to give it a little bit more time to warm up, but I'm very curious to how this feels. And one thing to notice is actually there's no electronic features to move the seat back. It's all manual, right? You pull a lever, you pull it back.
Right, in the most violent gear thingy. Now we're in setting 3.
Setting 3?
Yeah, for the gear shifts. For the violent gear shifts, I guess, if that makes sense.
Is there any more violent gear shifts than that?
Yeah, that was light.
That was light?
Yeah, that was light.
Okay.
You'll about to feel it now. When we stop and we go, you'll feel it a lot more. Especially like stopping is the worst in this car.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Especially stopping, it's like you feel it a lot.
You definitely feel it. You definitely feel how different it is.
It's great.
So it's not as loud as you said it is, but you can definitely hear the tone difference.
Like it's
Yeah.
a little bit of burble. It's not loud, but
Yeah.
it burbles.
And you can hear the difference in the tone of the exhaust. It's definitely different.
Yeah, it's more deeper.
It's deeper. It is definitely deeper. So, like we'll say though, it is nice to see that ZF8 speed shift hard. You tried launch control?
Yes, we can try one if you want to.
Yeah, I've never experienced launch control.
Sure. We put it in 2. Do it right here, quick.
So that was actually pretty nice. Like barely any tire spin. This car is so advanced that it knows how much power to release in the beginning, and that was pretty amazing.
The M5cs definitely feels quicker on launch controls, but this car starts in second gear, so it makes sense.
Okay. That's very nice.
It's insane. I love this car so much. Literally just like Although like M5, it wants to go fast, but it doesn't feel like this when you're rolling. I don't know why. Like it doesn't put me in the back of my seat as much as this car.
The ride quality is very noticeable, you know, like even though it's not lowered and slammed like a lot of you guys want, it feels really good, especially on that corner that he was taking, and feeling how stable this car is. You can see why. I definitely want to thank Jahanzaib for allowing me to experience the M4 CSL, because again, as you look around and you go to different BMW enthusiasts, this is not a car that's very easy to see. So it's actually pretty cool to see this really unique collection, and hopefully you guys enjoy. And again, if you guys want to see more about this car or the M5cs, let me know in the comments, or any of the other cars. So let me know.
Thank you guys.